I'm Rachel. I'm from the upcoming. It's a pleasure to speak with both of you today.
Pleasure to meet you.
So, just to start us off with, Brian, I want to start with you. If you can
Okay.
give us an introduction into the series for anybody who hasn't seen it or anybody interested in it, what can you tell us about it, and what can people expect from this season? And of course, an introduction into your character as well.
Yeah, so the series is, I guess I'd call it not the prequel, but a mid-prequel from 1883, and we start to go all the way up to Yellowstone, and it really follows the Dutton family and the trials and tribulations of the turn of the century, kind of what that was like in Montana. I think there's something in there for everyone. There's, certainly a lot of history. There's drama. Well, Sebastian, you want to help out?
What I found really fascinating with this series, it really blends a beautiful combination of being in a Western, and you mix it a bit with it's like a mixture of the great Western writers and Hemingway. You feel that you're in the snows of Kilimanjaro.
Yeah.
That's season one.
Yeah.
And season two then turns into this epic journey from many of the characters, because there are quite a few characters, and psychological as well as physical, and that's what I think people can look forward to, is the epic quality of the very dark quality, stark quality, because we're in winter, we're in really severe winter in Montana. And then other storylines are traveling the plains and encountering various. I can't really go into that.
How many
various
episodes?
individuals. Yeah,
It's 16 episodes. So the
yeah.
first season, we meet the characters and we become invested, obviously, and then because there's a second season. And what's great is, like any good serialized television show, in my opinion, is we really delve into growth of the characters, and we kind of flip them all on their heads, so we watch them kind of expand, which is fun as an audience, and certainly fun as actors to play the two sides of the characters.
And Sebastian, you were talking about like this psychological aspect to it. With the break in between the last season and this one, how did you get back into that headspace of Father Renaud, this very cruel, holier-than-thou-like character? How do you get back into that frame of mind after some time away from him?
Well, the character never really leaves you once you've created the character, but I think, also Taylor, we received the scripts a long time, nearly 5-6 months before we shot, so you have a lot of time to prepare for the character again. And I have to admit, I approach a character not only intellectually, but very physically. For me, as soon as I put my cassock on, and I'm the character who actually only has one piece article of costume, really, it's extraordinary, the physical transformation that happens as soon as you put this black cassock on. It enables you to have a different posture, and it's as if by putting my costume on, my character comes on as well. And I always found that very interesting, and it's always happened to me as an actor. The moment where I put the costume on is actually extremely important to me. I suddenly get incredibly focused. And the character, it's as if, the physical and psychological characters sort of imprint themselves on me. And so it's not that difficult for me to get back into it. As well as the words of Taylor Sheridan, he manages to continue to have that sort of great combination between season 1 and 2, and it enables you to get into the character instantly. I really appreciate that as an actor enormously.
And Brian, working in such close proximity as acting veterans like Harrison Ford and Helen Mirren, what's that like? Have you learned anything from them, especially in terms of like creating longevity in an industry that's filled with a lot of uncertainty?
Yeah, that's a great question. Yeah, I learned to work as hard as you can, have as much fun as you can. I mean, that's it. Like they're still working harder than anyone, on the show. They still want the product to be great. And, if you can, you get the luxury of picking great writers and great directors like we have, and that really helps you. That's like a recipe for success, is picking well, if you have the luxury to do that, and just doing the best you can with the material to make it. It's 100%, go for 130. That's what Harrison and Helen did. And they have fun while they're doing it. There's a lot of freedom in that. So that was, for me, it's like I didn't feel nervous at all. Yeah. Well, not at all. Never working with them. I just felt like I wanted to be better.
As the great actors that they are, they support you. They're there for you.
They even make a mistake once in a while.
They are human.
Couldn't believe it.
Thank you so much. That was my last question. It was a pleasure speaking to you today.
A pleasure to talk to you. Thank you.